This is the best swing change I ever made, and it really helped me improve my golf game to the extent where I actually started loving the game again. So let's start a road to the Open. A little bit about me to begin with. Okay, so going back to when I was an amateur golfer, before I turned pro, did my PGA, I turned pro off +1. I played some bits regionally, and I thought, right, okay, I want to turn pro, I want to get on the European Tour, as every young golfer wants to do. They want to play at the pinnacle of the sport. So that was my dream. Now, I actually saw a bit of that dream caddying on the European Tour for a really good friend of mine, Tom Murray, and that was some of the best years of my life. Just learnt so much, spent some great time with a really good friend. So after then I was like, right, I'm going to turn pro, I want to do this myself. So I turned pro and I absolutely hated the game. I fell out of love with it. Couldn't play, all that playing and all that experience, I felt like I was wasting it, just couldn't get to grips with it. Now, I then turned pro, started coaching, and I actually started looking at my game in a totally different light. There's less pressure, I'm not playing for my livelihood, I do the YouTube, I teach people, and I get so much more satisfaction doing that. But this swing change that I made, probably about a year ago now, has just given me that bug back. I've got that strike, I feel I've got that control, and when I'm going out and playing, I'm loving doing it. So I thought, let's try and harness that. This is my road to the Open. I'm going to start now, aiming to go to Open qualifying next year. Now, I don't know whether I can do it or not. I don't know if I can get any better than I was. I've got to get there, but I'm going to document when I can. They may not be every week, they might be every week, these videos, but ultimately, when I can practice, I'm going to take you along. When I go and play, I'll give you those recaps, and I want to share this journey with you, and hopefully, with an Open Championship. No, I'm way ahead of myself. But ultimately, I want to know if actually you think I can get there. I don't know if it's even possible, but comment down below what you think. And if you're going to enjoy these videos, I'd appreciate it if you hit that big thumbs up button too. So let's tell you about my swing change. And this is the reason why I've started to dream about Open qualifying again. Now, caveat, I had played it twice before, missed out on regional qualifying by one shot one time, and the other time was absolutely toilet. So let's get into the video. Forever in my golf game, I really struggled with getting really stuck, standing up, and feeling like I was really trapped, okay? Now, I found out this all stemmed with me in the backswing, sitting down into the shot, so all my power was down here. All I wanted to do is jump out and get stuck. Now, with driver, I was missing it high, right, and definitely not handsome. And same with the irons, really. And occasionally, I'd even throw in a snap hook. And I was just stood there like, where's the ball gonna go? Where is this ball gonna go? So the swing changes that I made was, now some of this actually came in the gym. So the good friend of mine, James Thompson, fitness trainer, he really helped me at this point when I was really trying to feel like I wanted to get stronger for my golf game. We did some tests, and we've actually got a series in that coming up about me and my golf game and this journey. So that'd be really interesting to bring you along to that as well. So do stick around for that in the future, a bit of a teaser. So this swing change was associated around me staying in posture through the backswing, but feeling as though I was getting taller. Now, the key thing about it was, I wasn't getting taller and allowing these shoulders to become level. I was getting taller, but staying in posture. In reality, I was staying where I was, I just wasn't going down. But in my mind's eye, that's what I was feeling. So my swing thoughts really associated around getting taller. This felt that I had the room, felt I had more power, more time. I didn't feel like I was getting stuck. Then on the downswing, I feel like I was delivering a really strong club face. So my logo was to the ground, or my palm was to the ground, and I was just rotating almost, and my left pocket was back and around itself. So I would constantly stand here, just putting practice shots up, feeling turn round, and literally hitting shots like this, almost back on my back foot. Because in reality, when I'm going to hit a shot on the golf course, I'm never going to be there. So I just had to feel the opposite. I got a feeling of strike, I got a feeling of control, and I started to know where that ball was going to go. I started to work more in posture, I started to get less independent, and I found this benefited me with driver and irons. So taking this to the golf course, I stand over each shot thinking, right, okay, how can I rotate out of this to the extent where I feel actually turning back on myself, strong club face, rotate out of it, into the shot. I'm not really thinking about too much apart from the actual shot I'm trying to hit. Wow, absolutely rip those two. Now I just want to take us back a little bit on this journey and to when I first turned pro. So I spent a bit of time caddying and had that dream of turning pro and playing on the European Tour, as we all do. So I turned pro just after caddying on the European Tour for Tom Murray, and turning pro is expensive. Like, you're paying like maybe £150, £200 per event. You've got your accommodation. These things start to add up. So I sold shares myself, and the people that bought shares in me weren't people that would probably want money back. They were doing it to help me out and help my career, and potentially, hopefully, they sort of believed in me. So as soon as I did that, I was like, what have I done? What have I done? I was in a frame of mind where I felt like I was playing with their money, felt like so much pressure. So I actually had a terrible season. I actually didn't end up spending their money, gave everybody their money back. And as soon as I'd done that, I was stood there going, wow, I feel like I've got a pressure lifted off my shoulders. I then didn't feel so stressed about everything. And that definitely was one of the factors which really contributed to me not enjoying my golf. How much it was to enter an event. Number two, actually playing with other people's money. And number three, really being in that space of that pressure. And I think that's where at the point where if you're really good, you kind of sink or swim a little bit with that whole thing. So fell out of love with actually playing golf, started on my coaching journey, which I really actually enjoy. I actually enjoy helping people improve so much more than me playing golf, which when I think about it right now, if you asked me that 2 or 3 years ago, I would have been like, no, not for me. But things come full circle. So getting back into golf is partly due to my friends, and this year a lot of them have started playing golf, and actually playing golf with the friends, it's enjoyable. I found the love for golf, I found the love for actually doing some practice because I do not want to lose to them. And I'm not saying it's like ultimately like pressurising me to play with each other, but you don't want to be on the wrong end of the banter, do you? You do not want to be on the wrong end of the banter. So those aspects definitely have contributed to me getting into my golf a little bit more, getting into this position now where I feel like I'm really comfortable, and hopefully like you can sort of, well, looking back on it, I don't really know why I sold shares myself. I guess it was to raise money. I heard that Zach Johnson did the same thing, but it's hard. It's really hard. Fair play to him, he's had an unbelievable career. But going back to this whole story, the reason why I want to do this challenge is I really feel like I'm playing the best golf of my life. I played a few tournaments, like local ones, and I played PGA events, and turning pro and doing my PGA was the best thing that I've ever done. Now, this is not me bigging it up. This is me saying that you can learn, you can coach people, you can play tournaments which are a little bit cheaper to enter. All these things are a really good platform to build on your golf. So this journey is going to include me playing more tournaments, me actually practicing a little bit more, and I want to bring you along the way, and hopefully we get to the point. Now, you now know a little bit about what my swing thoughts are and the position that we're in. So what a better way to prepare for next season is probably to get a golf lesson. I've not had a golf lesson in what particularly possibly is 3 to 4 years. Don't know, guys, if you guys have got any help down below, comment down below, and if you've got anybody that you think I should go and have a lesson with. I think the first place to start is have a golf lesson. It's not easy teaching yourself, it's not easy being in your own space, because you look at your golf swing as nobody likes their own golf swing, do they? Let's be perfectly honest, nobody does. We'll critique it to the nth degree. So I'm going to ask for your help. Who do you think I should see? Document that journey as well, as this is all part of me preparing for next season. I really hope this journey, even if it doesn't come true, I think it's going to be a great thing along the road, and I want you to comment down below. Do you think it's even possible? Do you think I can even get to the Open? Please comment that down below. Finally, I want to just take you back to the start. Turn pro +1, played a little bit of good amateur level. Never really did too much there, but sort of really believed in myself with all the experience that I got from caddying that I could really do it. I fell out of love with the game of golf. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, and this is my journey that I'm going to bring to you as many times as I can. It might be every week, it might be once a month, it might be even once every other month, but the journey starts here. The journey starts here to preparing for next season, and what a better way to kind of start off with playing against the competition. So I'm going to say it right now, if anybody who's on YouTube right now wants to take part in a match, what better way to prepare for something like this and playing Open Qualifier, which is a pressurised situation, in calling out every other golf YouTuber and saying, if you want a match, I'm here to improve my golf and hopefully improve your golf as well. This is not some KSI Logan Paul kind of stuff. I'm not getting into it that much, but what I'm saying is right now, I think what better way to prove to yourself if your game's good enough is take on some of the best in the business. So thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this intro to this brand new series. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that big subscribe button. Join me for the journey and see you soon.